Mama's back. Back again. Mama's back. Tell a friend. Oh, welcome to 11 True Crime. We're about to go at this again, only this time the tables are turned. Your opinion matters. Your voice matters. And so now if you are a subscriber and you are tuned into the live chat, you will be able to post your question. And I'll do my best to pull as many of those questions, post as many questions as I can. I'll pull my cards and see what the answers are. Remember, I'm not a medium. I don't talk to the dead. I am not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. I'm a really good tarot reader. You're better at reading the right question. What question needs to be asked, right? You're better at asking. And so with that being said, remember everything is alleged, just my humble opinion. We have a live audience as always because I don't like to edit. So welcome in. Let's get started. Let's get this. Oh, also I jump all over. So if your question gets skipped, I might come back up and get it. But I can't answer all questions. I do my very best though. I got this camera. I got this camera. You guys bear with me. I'm not a camera person. So I might be talking to the wrong camera at different times. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to grab the first one I see. Marion question, was the blood on the porch planted? Was the blood planted in the Nancy Guthrie case? Well, we have her in her bed, right? Showing her in her bed. 9 of Swords. Okay, so she's in her bed. We have the Devil. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have a Page of Wands. Was it planted? Well, I'm not getting a direct answer if it was planted, but I am getting information in regards to your question. And that happens at time to time. We have Nancy in her bed, and then we have the intruder, somebody that she is attached to, somebody that she actually knows. When you get the Devil card, this is an attachment. Either she's met them or she's tight with them. I don't know, but she knows of them. We have long term. So this is somebody she's known long term and might be codependent on. A lot of the times when you get the Devil card, it is codependent. But also, unfortunately, we have a lot of Satan stuff in Nancy Guthrie's case. So when you see this, it's very concerning. We also have this long term. And we have this little page. So again, the question is, was the blood planted? If I were to look at this, this would say worry, attachment, long-term, offer. Was the blood planted? Didn't really get an answer. We have independent. It's like the story just wants to be told, but it doesn't want to answer. You know, the cards aren't coming out for the answer. So she was very independent. This person wanted independence away from Nancy. See, I said answers coming out. So we have this cup, and then we have nobody on the same page. This is confusion. This is a cup, an offer. It's possible that it's planted. I say possible because you could see this as a cup of blood, right? And if it's staged, you could, because this is the offer. And this is nobody on the same page, confusion. So was it planted to cause confusion? It's possible. But I gave you the answer. It doesn't always mean it's a yes or a no. Sometimes we don't get the direct answer we're looking for. We do have days where we get more of the storyline behind it. All right, my lovelies, let me get the deck shook out. Clear the energy. There we go. One more should do it. Free flowing. Okay, thank you so much, Marion, for asking that great question. Let me just scroll up to the top here. Well, not top, but somewhere up at the top. Nikki UK question, is Savannah scared of Annie? That's a good question, actually. I would be, but, well, I probably wouldn't be because of my faith. We do have some stuck energy, so that's interesting. Is Savannah scared of Annie? Is Savannah scared of Annie? Well, we definitely had a hidden card. How interesting. Savannah would be the landowner, the one that's the queen that sits on the throne, that's established long term. She's the Queen of Pentacles in this. And we do have the hidden card that was tucked beneath that, which is this travel card. So there's almost as if there's hidden travel that she's aware of or that she believes. There's something about traveling. Is she afraid? This is traveling to calmer ground, but it's behind her. She is keeping things a secret from Annie. And we do have this almost like wish. You know, this is the bartender. This is the secrets. This person receives the secrets as they tend bar. People talk. They get all the gossip, all the knowledge. She's traveling towards something. So Savannah's either metaphorically or physically traveling towards something of abundance. Of abundant what? So she may be a little bit afraid of her. She may. This was hidden. This is all considered hidden because this card is hidden and I'm qualifying it. So we have Savannah, we have the movement, and it's in secret. So it's hidden from Annie. And it is a wish come true or overabundance of something. And it happens to be a stinky ass offer. So she knows there's something stinky afoot. Bottom of the deck, she has a lot of regrets. She might blame herself. A vehicle could be. The family not on the same page, and the devil. She might be starting to get suspicious. Indeed. I don't sense fear, to be honest, but I do sense some things becoming more aware as she goes. Excellent question. Thank you, Nikki. All right, let's see who we have. Jacqueline. Is Tommaso a warlock? Is Tommaso a warlock allegedly? We have the Page of Pentacle. This is a messenger. Bring it down and focus. Can I focus, please? Thank you. So we have a messenger and we have the King of Cups. Looking cool, calm, collected on the outside, but we've got somebody trying to talk to us. So it's causing a deep emotional wave underneath. So we have somebody talking about money with Tommaso. Is he a warlock? Is he a warlock? Yes. Yes, a phallic masculine warlock. According to the cards. Very favorable. Wow. It's interesting we have that page offering money. Didn't Derek Kalila ask him, did you get the money? We're waiting on our end, right? Question, Lynn on YouTube. Will Annie and Tommaso get a divorce? Well, that's an interesting question. A little bit stuck in the cards. Will Annie and Tommaso get a divorce? We have lovers, we have victory, we have family, and we have not on the same page. So we have divine timing and eventually, so in time. Okay, look at this. It tells you your direct answer. So we have the lovers, Annie and Tommaso, which is interesting because now I need the devil card to prove to you something. Judgment. Show me the devil card, please. I always try that, see if it'll work. Okay, anyway, when I showed you the devil card before, you saw the two people chained together that didn't have no clothes on. Well, here they are again on the lovers card. I wanted you to compare, but I'm not going to dig it out. So, are they going to get a divorce? Let's look at this in full picture of what this is actually saying. So you can learn tarot by watching Mama D. It's actually how I learned to do tarot, is watching someone when I was younger. Okay, so we have the Lovers, Gemini energy, and this is saying you have a choice between two, which does mean a decision is on the table. So in the near future, because we have the divine timing, so it's not now, but in the future. We've got victory, meaning that there was a battle. So when I say not everybody on the same page, I mean not everybody on the same page. Somebody's going to be riding their high horse, feeling like they were right. The others weren't. You get the Six of Wands after the Five of Wands, which they got the Five of Wands. So they've got the horse before the cart here. We have family card. Heightened emotion. Doesn't always mean good, doesn't mean bad. It's the Ten of Cups. It means heightened emotion. Jupiter energy. Five of Wands is all about struggle. They're supposed to be making a star. And in that, nobody can get this figured out because they've got to work together, but they're not. So this is a sign that there is struggle, that they're not working together. What's interesting is we got the divine timing, which is the Seven of Pentacles. I've already explained what that card means. And the Ace of Wands. So you get the Seven of Pentacles. This is divine timing. It's a matter of time. It'll happen. And then followed by the yes. Aces are yes. And we also have a masculine here presenting the offer. So this could be that he's the one that wants out. Interesting. I don't know why I have these over here, but we're going to go ahead. Oh, I pulled them off the deck. We have the Two of Wands, which is a plan, but not followed through at this time. But we also have the Judgment card, which means somebody's about to feel like they got to judge the other person. You know, a little judgy, if you will. So things might be clicking along right now, but there is struggle behind the scenes. And in that struggle, tensions are rising. I would lean toward it's very possible that in the future they would divorce. All right, let me see what else we have. Mystery tour. Hello. Was the alleged January 11th video at the door actually from the night of the abduction? Excellent question. Very good question. We have an illusion. You're right. We do have an illusion. And this is a manifester. Annie's the one that said Tommaso's the secret manifester. Well, this is the manifester in the deck. The magician, the one that makes things appear, that manifests things before your eyes. He's got all the tools. Was it from Truth Train coming through? It's saying yes. Was it from the night of the abduction? Look at this. All major arcanas. We got the Devil card, as always in the Nancy Guthrie case. Let me grab a drink. Followed by the Star card. So, we have Capricorn energy, we have Aquarius energy. Remember, Nancy is Aquarius. And we have Gemini. It's interesting that we have the manifester, the magician, with the Devil card. And getting attention, which isn't that what a camera does? You're getting attention, you're on camera, you're on point, you're on spotlight, camera, toxic, illusion. So I would say it's very possible that it was not on January 11th. It could have been at a different time. It could have been the very night. It's very possible. Excellent question, Mystery, and thank you. Let me just jump around. We'll go down to this lower part. Claire Lindstead. Question, train blaring through a train. Question, did Nancy leave her property that night, or is Nancy still on the property? Is Nancy still on her own property? We have... So I doubt that she's on her own property because you have this cut it out. Something was removed. This is a guy, he's been juggling two pentacles forever. He's standing on one foot and he cannot keep both pentacles or plates in the air. Something has to be cut out and removed. And so indeed, he removes one item. one of the plates. And in a sense, it's saying removal, because you're saying, did she leave her property? That's a removal. So this is saying, yes, there was a removal. And then you can see that it's now split down to one. So this is confirming that this item has been removed, because the next frame, we only have one, not two. This is justice. And this is basically can be seen as in the eye of the beholder. It can be retribution, but it can also be somebody that's thinking that they're balancing something out. So if I were to answer the question, I would say highly likely that she left her property, which I'm sure the cadaver dogs would have picked something up too. Question, was Nancy struggling financially? Thank you, Mike Wheeler. Was Nancy struggling financially? World card. So closing down a cycle. We have defensive. She was defending her money, and she's regrettable about money because of a decision she made. So what you have is, you have Capricorn, Taurus energy here, Virgo as well. But you have the cycle closed. All the lessons are learned. There's no more to be said. Something got shut off. Done. So she wasn't necessarily worried, but she was defending her placement, her footing. And she was starting to say no. How do I know? Because she's got these spilled cups, like she already handed something out and they just didn't follow through. And so she's looking at the past going, well, it didn't turn out right, and so I'm not going to do it again. She's protecting these two cups, which are the only two cups she has left. We know it's about money because we have this stuck energy. So there's someone, not Nancy, but a Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody else's energy that is stuck financially. She has her back to them because she has already seen the cups that they've knocked over and have never picked up. And so when this person comes to her and is saying, hey, can I get a little bit of dough? The decision is something that Nancy is saying regretfully no to. So it's not that Nancy's having financial difficulty. Hold on. But it is that she is protecting herself, indeed. Let me get chat back on. It just kind of shut itself down, timed out or something. There we go. I don't know. Why is it doing that? Okay, I think it's all good. Let me clean out the deck and we'll find another question. All right. Let me jump up a little bit and grab a question. I see a lot of questions. Just keep in mind, I can't ask or answer everybody's. I do my best. I pick as many as I can. Heather, hello, lovely. Question, please. Is Cameron suspicious of Annie and Tommaso? Is Cameron, the brother of Savannah and Annie, suspicious allegedly of Annie and Tommaso? Oh, God. It tells me exactly the answer. He actually thinks that there was a plan to close this cycle, put Nancy to rest so that somebody could have a new beginning. Legitimately. It doesn't say Annie, it doesn't say Tommaso. Here's what it says. He feels there's a plan. When you get the Two of Wands, it's a plan. Look at that World card. They were looking at the world thinking, we want to be part of the world, right? Somebody that had worldwide plans, wanted to travel, wanted to do things, wanted to have a life. So they made a plan. And in this plan, allegedly, Cameron believes that they had to close the cycle down, the world card so that they could travel. They've been wanting to travel, whoever this is in his mind. And it's saying that they had to close down some things. They had to get rid of some things. This person's traveling light. They don't even have clothes on. And unfortunately, we have the scorpionic energy here with death card. And in this death card, you can see the king is laying dead. In this case, it could be the queen, which would be our Nancy. And it's because they want to travel light. Look, they've got their little doggy and they're well on their way to go do whatever they want without a care in the world. See the polka dots? So Cameron believes that there is somebody that wanted to free up their life. And I'll let you draw the conclusion as to if it was Annie and Tommaso. You feel me? Excellent question. All right, my lovelies. One more shuffle. That one was kind of jumbled up. Let's see. Okay, let's knock out the deck. Let's see what else we have. Let's see, we have Yippee from the Hippie. Hello and welcome back, love. Question, will any authorities ever start to listen to me? All right. Will any of the authorities listen to Mama D and follow through on the rabbit hole we're in? That's actually an interesting question. Yes. They may be listening to me now and we don't even know it. We have the Ace of Wands. That's a pretty surefire deal that they're going to be on the path. It happens to be Ace of Wands, which is that card that we got when we were asking if Tomaso was a warlock. That's the card we got. So, are they follow? Oh, look at you. Okay. Aces! What are we? We are 11, 11, 1, 1. What are these aces? Yes, they are 1 and a 1. 11, 11. And burdens. Look at that, putting the burdens down. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, betrayal. They know it's betrayal. Yeah. Look at that, third ace. Can't even make it up. Triple aces. They're probably listening to us now. That's interesting. Maybe they are. Why not? That's crazy. I need a drink. Excuse me. Oh, some good questions. Sam is asking, Samantha is asking, question, is the perp of the door blood related to Tomaso? Is the perp on the front porch at Nancy's blood related to Tomaso? We have burdens, 10 wands. Wanting to put the burdens down. They're very, very heavy, ready to put them down. Whoever's on that porch wants the burdens put down. So there's that King of Cups. That person that looks cool, calm, and collected on camera is actually having a lot of emotions underneath. Are they related to Tomaso? We have a story. We have communication. We have this. Okay, 8 of Wands, Strength, the Hanged Man, 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. Unlikely. Let's get these all on board so you can kind of see and I can walk it through for you. We'll just pull these under here so that you get them all. So we start off with the 10 of Wands. This is putting burdens down. We have somebody here that's making an offer. And they're saying, I have a cup. And I'm willing to do it because I want to put my burdens down. So they've got to take this and they're going to, 8 of Wands, make the offer. This is communication. What are they communicating? Cup. That they have a cup. They have an offer. So you can see they're turning their burdens into communication. They're not going to carry them anymore. They're going to communicate their burdens. We have the Strength card. This is overpowering the inner beast. This is taming something that they've had a problem with. And it's getting a whole new perspective, right? It's getting a whole new perspective. This is why I don't think they are related, because we have the decision of a plan and we have cutting something out. So I don't really have anything here saying family. I don't have anything here saying relative. What I have is a hired help. Here's how we know. I've got too many sticks to carry. I'm willing to ring my bell, right? Call someone over, ring the bell. Hello, I have an offer here. Here's the conversation. And it's to tame the inner beast. That conversation is giving you a new perspective. It's not somebody related to him. Think deeper. Think a different way. It's a plan of cutting something out that's causing the burdens. So unlikely that they're directly blood related in my interpretation. You might feel different, and that's okay too. I'm all good with whatever you choose to believe, my lovelies. I just give my answers. Hello. Diana's question, does Savannah suspect Tomaso? Does Savannah suspect Tomaso? There's that burdens. She does suspect that had to do with burdens. And somebody she loves, yes. Focus. Let's get it in focus. Why won't you focus? I have to yell at it. Yeah. She suspects him. Think of this as the marriage card, right? And this is, I've known you since childhood. This is the sister. This is the sister and the brother. Somebody in your inner circle. You're asking about Tomaso. We've got the whole Annie card here because Savannah's going to be somebody she loves, somebody she knows very, very well, that she's known since childhood. Talking about the burdens for the marriage and the family. King of Wands, drug dealer on speed dial, divine timing, and the orphanage, the work, and the choice made. Yep. I would say very favorable, very likely, very, very, very likely. All right, let's jump back up to the top and try to get somebody that has not asked a question. Hi, Mary. Question: why are all the Nancy's possible items from her winding behind? Huh? Do what now? Why are all of Nancy's possible items from her winding behind in? Okay, hon. First of all, we would have to break that down, and we would have to find out if those are actually Annie's items or Nancy's items. And then we would have to see why they would end up there. So I'll come back when you want to ask a question that I can actually answer. That's a little bit too confusing for me. Did Cameron fly Nancy away February 1st? Excellent question, Deborah. Did Cameron fly Nancy away on February 1st? Okay, hold on, y'all. It was airmail, and I can't reach it. I'm going to have to go under the table. Okay, went in the dog's bed. We have the King of Wands. We have the King of Wands. Slick, can't hold on to him. Can't trust the King of Wands. Don't ever trust him. We have divine timing, and we have abandoned. I'm not sensing that. Actually, it's almost as if there's this divine timing and abandonment where Cameron is saying that somebody in the inner circle that had put in a lot of time. He suspects Annie and Tomaso, I believe. He suspects it's this drug dealer on speed dial hired somebody to plant and stage this entire thing to basically abandon the responsibility of the mother. Yeah, that it was a plan. Yes, I'm right. Okay. So I don't feel that Cameron flew her anywhere. I didn't kind of get that for cards. But I did get this idea that it's highly likely that he suspects other people, which is interesting. Julie, are Luke and Kayla a couple? I can tell you now that she had a husband. Doesn't mean that Luke and her weren't bumping uglies. Are Luke and Kayla a couple? Yes, they have bumped uglies. Allegedly. Look at that. February 1st, symbolic, the wheel of the year. And then the Three of Wands plan. That's wild. It is possible. It is possible they had a relationship way deeper than Luke ever let on. You are so good, Mama D. I want to learn tarot because I have premonitions. Well, stick around, Rosie. Thank you, lovely, for sharing. Beverly, thank you for asking. Question. Has anyone interviewed the person that called Annie and Tommaso to let them know Nancy did not show up for their church group meeting? Has anyone interviewed that person? Yes. That I know for a fact. So I don't need to pull cards. But yes, they did interview that person. Several people did, including the news also. Jacqueline, question. Will they find all suspects involved as well as Nancy? Okay, that's... Y'all, you gotta keep it simple. I'm gonna leave it. I'm done. I'm worn out, y'all. I can only do so many, and when I start getting multiple questions in one question, it just overwhelms me because it's hard enough to interpret one answer for me, but then when it's like really long and really drawn out, and there's an and or a or and if and it just gets like I can't even. So you got to keep it very direct, very simple, and I do my very, very best. So I want to thank you. I just got overwhelmed right then. My energy just kind of went splat. So it's best if we keep the questions simple so that we can get clear, simple answers. If I were to take a very confusing question that like runs on and if this and that but this, then that's the answer we get, if and or buts, and it just gets too confusing. All right, my lovelies, I want you to know I love you so very much. We are doing starlights now. I'm thinking I probably will jump on, and you might be asleep if you're a starlight. Or you might be doing Easter after your Easter dinner tomorrow, but I'm going to be jumping into starlights tomorrow, even though it's Easter, because it is a fun thing. It's not work to me, and I don't, I feel like it's a lot of fun. So tomorrow I'll be doing starlights over on the other channel, and if you're not doing Easter or you're not taking a nap, jump over to our Mooney MC, and we'll do Smudger Your House is incredible. I worked on it all week, but we're going to build something special together tomorrow. So I hope you'll tune in then. All right, if you haven't watched all the videos today, I encourage it. I found something out in every one of the videos I did. Plus, I share a lot of education about that timeline of February 1st. Some of you have been working, other cases, and those cases might revolve around that time frame, and maybe there is some hint of Satan stuff in it. If so, then you need this education for other cases. But if you're really heavy into the Nancy Guthrie case, you might learn something today. I certainly learned a lot in my research. I still don't know how to say all the names right, but I got the gist of it. And it is definitely a huge witch holiday. And if you didn't see my last reading, that answered my questions. I tried to get out of the rabbit hole that this is all about a witch. And no, I can't. I don't know why. All right, you guys, you have made my day super special. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about Annie. I'm sorry I got to do it. I got to talk about Miss Annie. I just want to do an open panel and discuss everything we're finding out, especially in light of everything today, and everything that we know about this case. I want to talk about it. Okay, so the sheriff cleared her. Did FBI? Because I don't trust that sheriff any further than I could spit him. I mean, really, he's lied about his own resume, and he shouldn't even be sheriff, technically. Probably. I love you guys. To the moon and back. I will see you again very soon. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, and all the stuff that you do.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they